What if the secret to a successful London escape is not finding a town with the fastest train link, but finding a village that forces you to slow down? If you have been researching the best places to live in Kent, you have probably noticed that many popular commuter spots feel more like extensions of the suburbs. Today, we are looking at a place that has resisted that pressure. This is Rolvenden. This is a working agricultural parish anchored by Rolvenden Windmill, also known as Gibbet Mill, a striking 18th century post mill that was carefully relocated and restored here as part of a wider preservation effort. The village's layout reflects a long and unusual history. Its original settlement was centred on the main street, traditionally known as Street, while Lane forms a quieter cluster of houses further down the hill. According to local tradition, an outbreak of plague led to much of the original settlement being destroyed, with only the church and the pub surviving. The displaced residents are said to have established a temporary settlement along Lane, about a mile downhill. Although the main village was later rebuilt, the two distinct clusters remain today: the historic street at the top of the hill and the quieter hamlet below. The history makes Rolvenden one of the best villages in Kent, offering spectacular views and amazing walking routes. On these paths, you share the fields with grazing animals like sheep and cattle, experiencing true rural stillness. The beauty isn't accidental. These rolling fields, thick hedgerows and winding lanes have survived almost unchanged since medieval times, making the High Weald one of the best preserved historic landscapes in Northern Europe. This routine shines on Sundays, watching locals play cricket on the village green as they have since 1863. Afterwards, everyone gathers at the Bull Inn, a historic pub serving as the social anchor of the street. Even the train station has a nostalgic purpose, being a preserved heritage stop on the steam-only Kent and East Sussex Railway. It acts as the main workshop where historic steam locomotives are restored by volunteers. When considering moving to Kent, the logistics always bring a reality check. Rolvenden lacks a railway station, keeping the village quieter. But if you commute, you have sensible options. Most residents make the 11 miles drive north to Headcorn station for around 20 to 25 minutes. During the morning rush, peak trains leave at around 30 minutes intervals, taking around 1 hour to reach London Bridge. Alternatively, drive 16 miles east to Ashford International for around 30 to 40 minutes. From there, high-speed services run at regular peak intervals, whisking you into London St Pancras in under 40 minutes. For hybrid workers going to the office 2 or 3 days a week, the trade-off can be justified by the sheer peace you return home to. The Kent property market here offers a refreshing contrast to London. When looking at what your money gets you compared to its close rivals, a standard 3-bedroom house often comes with a larger garden. First, there is Benenden, that is typically up to 15 to 20% more expensive. This is influenced by its village reputation and the presence of Benenden School. Then we have Biddenden, that is typically up to 7 to 12% more expensive. Biddenden has the advantage of being closer to Headcorn station for London commuters. On the other hand, Appledore is typically up to 12 to 17% less expensive. Because it sits just outside the core Cranbrook catchment area, you consistently get a distinct discount. Property comparisons are indicative and based on a broad review of current listings, publicly available market data, and general local trends. Actual values will vary depending on property type, condition, exact location, and timing of sale. For anyone planning a family life here, education is a major draw. The village primary school has an outstanding reputation currently. It is a warm environment where parents highlight the genuine family feel. But the real golden ticket for families is the secondary school options. Much of the village, particularly around the A28, falls within the 8.5-kilometre eligibility radius for Cranbrook School, subject to the school's annual admissions arrangements. Beyond school, childhood here means growing up outdoors. A network of public footpaths begins right from the village, where children can explore ancient woodland, spot wildlife, and walk through fields dotted with sheep and cattle, just as generations have done before. Admission is subject to the Kent test, oversubscription criteria, and annual catchment policies, which can change yearly. Who is this rural haven for? Rolvenden is not for the person who needs a coffee shop on every corner or a train station on their doorstep. It is for those ready to trade the noise of the city for the sound of the wind, sweeping through the sails of the Black Post windmill. Locals know that the preserved windmill is a touching memorial restored by the Barham family in 1956 in memory of their son, John, who died in a road accident. It is for families who want their children to walk to a small village school, and for hybrid workers who view a short drive to the station as a small price for countryside silence. It is a place where you can step through your hidden gate, leave the rush behind, and finally breathe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video useful. Help me create more videos like this by hitting subscribe. If you'd like to check the videos featuring Benenden, Biddenden and Appledore, you can find them in the playlist below.